Anna and James, childhood sweethearts, shared a bond as intricate as the old oak tree in their childhood backyard. They built a life on whispered promises, their laughter echoing through the years and beyond. James, a detective, held on to Anna's love like a beacon in the storm of his work. Anna, a writer, found inspiration in his unwavering strength. Years passed, their love deepening with each passing season. Their life, a tapestry woven with threads of shared dreams and quiet contentment, but fate, a cruel weaver, had other plans in store. A piercing ring shattered the peaceful silence of their home. The night had been calm, almost serene, with the soft hum of crickets in the background. But that tranquility was abruptly broken. James answered. His face tightened, a shadow falling over his features as he listened. Each word from the other end seemed to weigh heavily on him, pulling him deeper into a state of dread. A cold dread gripped Anna's heart, an icy premonition seeping into her bones. She could sense the gravity of the situation even before James spoke. Something was terribly wrong. "Murder," James whispered, his voice hoarse. The word hung in the air, heavy and suffocating, as if the very walls of their home were closing in. The light in his eyes, usually so bright, dimmed to a dull flicker. It was as if the news had drained the very essence of his spirit. The victim, a prominent businessman, found lifeless in his own home. The scene was chaotic, with police lights casting eerie shadows on the walls. The brutality of the crime sent shockwaves through the city. It was all anyone could talk about, a dark cloud hanging over the community. Anna watched James leave his usual confident stride, faltering slightly. She knew this case would change everything, but she couldn't yet grasp how deeply. Fear coiled in her stomach, a knot of despair tightening with each passing moment. The uncertainty of what lay ahead was almost unbearable. This case felt different, more ominous, casting a long, dark shadow over their lives. It was as if the very air had thickened, making it hard to breathe. Days blurred into sleepless nights, each one more restless than the last. The investigation consumed James, each dead end deepening the furrow in his brow, making him more determined. Clues were scarce, whispers in the wind leading to nowhere, frustrating their efforts. Anna tried to hold on to hope, to be his rock, but fear gnawed at her, making her anxious. One evening, James came home, his shoulders slumped in defeat, his spirit broken. He held a familiar scarf in his hands, a beautiful silk scarf Anna had gifted to someone. Her blood ran cold. The scarf belonged to her closest friend, Emily, who had been missing for weeks. Section 4, The Mask Unveiled. The world tilted on its axis. Everything Anna thought she knew was suddenly in question, as if the very ground beneath her feet had shifted. Betrayal cut deeper than any knife. The pain was not just physical but emotional, a wound that seemed impossible to heal. Emily, her confidant, her friend, was the prime suspect. The laughter they once shared now felt like a distant memory, tainted by suspicion. The evidence was damning, the scarf a silent scream of guilt. It was as if the fabric itself whispered secrets of betrayal. Anna's world, once a haven of love and trust, crumbled around her. The isolation was suffocating, the loneliness unbearable. Driven by a desperate hope, Anna began her own investigation. She knew she had to uncover the truth, no matter how painful it might be. She dug deeper, unearthing secrets buried beneath layers of deceit. Each discovery was a piece of a puzzle she was determined to solve. The truth, when it finally unraveled, was more shocking than she could have imagined. It was a revelation that changed everything. Emily was not the killer, but the victim of a sinister plot. The real perpetrator had manipulated everyone, hiding in plain sight. Section 5. Echoes of the Heart. The mastermind was a ghost from James's past, a criminal he had put away years ago seeking revenge. This shadowy figure had resurfaced, bringing with him a storm of chaos and pain. James had thought those days were behind him, but the past has a way of catching up when you least expect it. Emily had been a pawn, her connection to James the only reason. She was caught in a web of deceit and danger, her life turned upside down. The bond they shared was both a blessing and a curse, drawing her into a world she never wanted to be part of. The final confrontation was a whirlwind of emotions, a desperate fight for justice and love. It was a battle not just of strength, but of wills, where every move could mean the difference between life and death. The stakes were higher than ever, and the tension was palpable. In the end, justice prevailed, but the scars remained. The victory was bittersweet, a reminder of the cost of their struggle. James and Emily were forever changed, their lives marked by the events that had unfolded. The ordeal had tested their love, pushing it to the brink. They had faced their darkest fears and emerged on the other side, stronger but not unscathed. Their relationship had been forged in the fires of adversity, and it had survived. Yet, like the oak tree that had witnessed their vows, their love endured, stronger, more resilient, forever bound by the echoes of their shared journey. The tree stood as a symbol of their enduring commitment, a testament to the power of love to overcome even the greatest of challenges.